Hi, today I wanted to give you an overview of the Celtic Cross Spread, how to use it. We're going to go through it together, and this is sort of an adapted version that is like a slight variation of the original, just because I think this is easier to use. This is the spread as I created it. You can also find it on my Instagram, but yes, let's get over it. So let's get started. Again, this is the spread, and we're gonna start with your energy or the energy of the situation, a card that represents you or the situation that you're doing a reading on. That is going to be in the middle here. So we have the Ace of Wands. That is what is representing you or situation. Then there's also something blocking you. And I'm going to put that this way here. We have the Daughter of Swords that is blocking you or the situation, or it's an obstacle that you are running into right now. So I'm gonna do the interpretation later, but first I want to show you all the spread positions. Then next we have 3 and 4, known and unknown. So 3, the known, is an influence that on the situation, on you, on your question, your decision, that you already know of, that you're already aware of, but it's still good to sort of keep in mind when it comes to the situation. We have the World. Then there's also an influence that you are not aware of, but that is also important to know regarding the situation. In this case, we have the Son of Wands. The next spread positions, we have 5 and 6, past and future. These are a past influence that is still relevant on your situation right now, that is influencing your current situation. And then we have future, something that you need to know about the future regarding this decision, regarding this situation. Now, this overall could totally be a tarot reading all by itself, but the Celtic Cross has a little staff, so I'm gonna slide this to the side here, because here we have 7 to 10, we have a staff here. Usually it is stacked like right on top of each other, but that doesn't really fit in the frame. And I really I liked how Lisa Pepez did hers with like having them slightly rotated. So we're starting with 7, which is advice on your situation, an actionable step. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Then next we have 8, how others can help. So this is a slight variation of the original Celtic Cross, because in the original Celtic Cross, it's like what others think of your situation, or like the influence of the environment on your situation. And I think that isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think knowing how others can help you, or the influence of others in a positive way on your situation, I think that's really helpful to know. So how others can help, or how you can sort of enlist others help. We have a Judgment. And then the last 2 cards are, I think, also slightly different from the Celtic Cross, but this is how I have always read it. So we have 9 is the desired outcome. So what do you hope comes out of this? We have the Magician, and then we have the key to this outcome. Here we have the 5 of Wands. So if we're going to interpret this, now I do have to say that sometimes I still struggle with the Wild Unknown to read with it, but it's like my only like super small deck that I have. So let's go through it. We have you or the situation. Let's say it's a situation. You are looking for passion. You're looking for where your interest, where your passion lies. There's this new thing, maybe starting a new hobby, starting a new project that is super excited, has you all perked up, that has you all excited. But there is something that's blocking you, and it's the Daughter of Swords. So the Daughter of Swords is inspiration, getting ideas. That is how I see it. So you have this feeling here. I would interpret it as someone, I'm just gonna say you, but it's like someone having a feeling of wanting something new, wanting to start something exciting, but not really knowing what exactly, just being a little unsure there. There not really being a plan of action, there not really being any logic whatsoever. So then we have the known and the unknown influences here. So the known is the world. And here, sometimes I like to see the world as like super literal cards. Sometimes it's a little bit more figuratively. But here I feel like the world is at your feet and you are aware that the world is open. There are so many options, but that I feel like also is what is overwhelming here in the situation. So the known is, we can also see this as you can see here, this looks like a snake. Here we have a rainbow that keeps sort of going. So it's like the end of a cycle, starting a new thing. It's like, you know that it is right to sort of, it's the right thing to sort of move on. So you know that it's the right thing, that the world is open, there are a lot of possibilities, but something that you aren't aware of in the situation. We have the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. And this is that in order to actually achieve something, in order to actually do something, it looks and it sounds so obvious, but it's like to take action and to explore is something that is really important. To explore, go out there and try different things, because you're not just going to figure it out by sitting behind your desk, maybe Googling some stuff. You know, you have to actually go out there and do something. So that is an unknown sort of influence that is still of influence in your situation. So then we go to past, and we have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups to me is about like boredom. So this is in the past. So it's a past influence that is still very relevant today. So it's, to me, very clear that in the past, this person or you has been very bored with their situation, with their career, with their whatever this reading is about. And their boredom, their dissatisfaction is what's leading them towards this path. And what's really fun to see here is that in the future, so sort of the possibilities, I guess, in the future is a Wheel of Fortune. So with the world here saying the world is open, the world is your oyster, there are so many possibilities. Here with the Wheel of Fortune, there really are a lot of possibilities, and I almost want to say it doesn't really matter what way you go, what way you lean towards. Things are going to work themselves out. The wheel is going to start turning in your favor. You're going to figure things out sort of as they go. And then here in the staff, we have 7, we have advice, so an actionable step. Now here with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like a new career, setting a new step, like we already talked about with the Son of Wands, taking action, taking an opportunity, seizing out opportunities, taking a look at where those opportunities are, being aware of them, and taking action is what the Ace of Pentacles is saying here. Then we have, what was this? Sorry, I sometimes forget. How others can help, yes. So how you can enlist sort of others to help, Judgment. And for me, Judgment is a card of self-realization. So this is super interesting because there are multiple ways that I would interpret this. And this is why I love a tarot spread, right? Because if I just pulled these cards randomly in a reading, I wouldn't have gotten this specific interpretation. But because I'm using a spread, I know exactly what it all means. So the Judgment card, self-realization, we could see this as helping, like maybe even getting a coach, getting a career coach, something like that, to help you realize what it is that you want to do, to sort of help you do that. But it can also be like you rising up and not giving a shit what other people think. So how others can help you, maybe they don't have to, maybe you have to, like the key here looks to be that you don't give a shit what other people think, you rise above them, and that is what is important to know here. So I like that. And then we have the desired outcome and the key to the outcome. So the desired outcome here, magician, someone who is very talented, who works with their talents, who knows what's up, who has manifested their dream life. And that is the desired outcome, which I feel very much looks like what we already talked about here in the middle. So then the key to the outcome is a last card. So it's like, what is the key to the outcome? And with the 5 of Wands, to me, this is conflict. So you're not going to get, it's not going to be like super easy. Like we saw here, there's definitely potential. There's definitely ways to get where you want to be, to get to that magician outcome. But it's not going to be without a fight. So if you are someone who easily gives up, then this is going to be a really tough journey. But this is showing you that there might be conflict, it might be inner conflict, it might be a lot of fighting with people around you who don't agree with what you're trying to do. but it's not going to be easy. But if this is truly what you want, then it's going to be worth it. So yeah, that is how I would do the Celtic Cross. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Celtic Cross. Let me know if you're gonna use it for yourself as well. Subscribe to the channel for more tarot chats, tarot reviews, all that fun stuff. But for now, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!